Welcome to Mycelial Entrepreneurial Network, ladies. I'm excited to be here with you. I'm Lana Elko. Most of you know me because this community is by invitation only. It's very special women that we've invited to join. And I would like to share more about our vision, the name, why we chose this particular name, and the analogy of this name. And just going deeper into who we are, what we stand for, our values, our agreements, our vision, and a little bit more about practicalities in events as well. Why Mycelial Network? This is basically the essence of our community, because mycelium, it's this deep interwoven, spread out parts of mushrooms like roots beneath the forest floor that basically work like telephone wires in the nature's communication system. And they also sustain symbiotic relationship between different life forms in the forest. So the mushrooms communicate with each other, with trees, with plants, and all the life forms that participate in that particular ecosystem. And they can spread for thousands of miles, right? We see this huge forest formations on this planet on different continents, right? And they are present everywhere. So this is the essence of our community. This is what we want to recreate, and it has to be very sustainable and mutually beneficial. Now, why we're focusing on women only for now, why it's community of women, we are now witnessing magnificent awakening of the empowered feminine on the planet, the sacred feminine, the divine feminine. She is coming back, right? Women become aware of who they are and that they're different from men. They stop mimicking the masculine to be powerful. They remember their true power and gifts, and they step into this power today. And you can see it everywhere, right? It's happening. And we also part of this movement. So we want to bring these women together, right? Women who are experiencing this healing process and transformational process and step in their power. Now, why we choose to bring entrepreneurs together? So women entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are innovators. They're the ones who bring the change. They are the ones who have new ideas. And also they are action takers, and they are they're taking risks as well. So they're brave, they're courageous, they take 100% responsibility for their choices, for their life, for their businesses. And we want that, right? In the way, entrepreneurs are leaders, right? You lead yourself, you share your ideas, you show up, right? You live on purpose, and then maybe you hire people to work for you, to serve life, right? To expand and grow, evolve together. Now, what kind of entrepreneurs we want to attract in this community? This community is by invitation only. And the reason for that is that we want to attract women entrepreneurs who embody new paradigm of consciousness, right? We want to step out of that old patriarchal paradigm of competition and struggle and scarcity of resources and this linear growth, draining the resources of this planet, right? Fighting with each other, having all these toxic businesses. We don't want that, right? So we want holistic healing businesses, or businesses that are designed to serve life on this planet. And women are designed to serve life, by the way. The way we design originally, we are not competitive by nature, right? If you see even in nature, like female animals of many species, they never fight with each other. They just peacefully share, they eat grass, take care of each other's babies. The males are fighting, and that's normal for them. And the same thing about us women, right? We're not meant to fight with each other, compete with each other. This is our wounding. This is our survival mode. We've been in survival mode for thousands of years, right? Now we're stepping out of that. So that's why we want to attract women entrepreneurs who lead themselves and others from the place of this new consciousness, new paradigm, feminine leadership, right? Integrating the feminine. And it's a combination of both, of course. We want to come together, and we share the same values. We share the same vision. We want to heal this planet. We want to create sustainable environment, thriving environment for everyone, right? It's very inclusive in terms of like, it is a win-win for everyone, right? So we want to attract this kind of women entrepreneurs. Now, sometimes, of course, women can have more like normal businesses, or more like, you can say, mainstream, but if they are done differently, if they come from the place of new consciousness versus the old consciousness, this is a very radical innovation, right? If you're like a real estate agent, but you have all this consciousness, so you show up in your business differently. So that is fine. So not everyone has to have like literal like healing or like shamanic work or anything like that, right? So that is fine, because we need to cover all services, right? And making sure we serve life, because we give life as women and we want to serve life together. Now, so the qualities that we want to attract is like desire to be leader, like step into that balanced leadership, like combination of feminine and the positive pieces of masculine as well, right? We want sustainability, we want collaboration, we want very deep mutual support system. And we'll talk about it more. It's so much more than we do in normal, entrepreneurial environment. And we want, in a way, integrate like tribal technology. And it will be like a fusion of tribal technology and entrepreneurship, because it's a relationship-based business that we want to have and collaborate with each other. And it's a heart-centered business that we want to build, right? Centered in the heart, and it's real. And we want to embrace vulnerability, realness. We don't want to pretend, impress, or hide anything. We want to be real. We want to communicate really well about all these things, right? And stay in constant connection with each other and hold space for each other. So we want to create this safe, real space for us women to also heal, like sisters' wounds, witch wound, mother's wound, all the feminine wounds that we all carry on the level of DNA, on the level of ancestral heritage, right? And our personal experiences. So it's very safe and deep and healing space. It's very non-judgmental. Of course, we'll have agreements, we'll have boundaries, and we'll have excellent communication skills, right? That will be taken from like nonviolent communication, for example, beautiful modality that we want to integrate here. So I will make more videos about all these things. I want to mention 2 agreements that we want to bring in and share with our community. The first agreement is truth and growth. So we all commit to truth and growth. So we share the truth of our heart, right? We've all done so much work on ourselves here in this community, women who come here, that we really understand who we are, we know who we are, and we want to share that with each other, right? Know the self, right? And then share it with another. And growth, like how do we want to grow? What's our vision? This golden age, like I love to talk about golden age, and this is what our vision is about: a thriving planet, right? A thriving planet that is so abundant with life forms and expression and creativity, you know. And the second agreement is giving and receiving from the heart. This is also taken from my work with sacred union, relationships, intimacy, tantric sacred union. And this is such a beautiful practice that when couples start practicing that, it is absolutely life-changing and relationship transforming. And it's like really healing and practicing, integrating the healing in everyday life. So we stop doing things from the place of shoulds, obligation, pressure, guilt, or shame. We start to give and receive from the heart, and we always check in. Am I giving from the heart right now? You need to feel it, right? So we'll practice that as well. We'll do things differently. I will also make videos about our in-depth values, our vision, the golden age, tribal technology, and that model of entrepreneurship that is a fusion of tribal technology and entrepreneurship. I will make videos about the practicalities and how things work in our community as well. Online events. I also do in-person events here in California where I live. Potentially we can have a retreat or something in the future. What else? I'd like to do interviews with women, with each woman who is part of this community, and I'll create a YouTube channel where we can share those videos, and so you can get to know each other on a deeper level besides our Zoom online events or in-person events, you know. And it will be very interesting, very heart-centered interviews about you and your work, your service, your business, your gifts, and your leadership. And I also have this form, the questionnaire, that I include in all of my emails within the community. So when you fill out that form, it gives us an opportunity to also get to know you better, your preferences, your desires, your needs, who you are. It's really helpful to have it as well. Thank you so much for being with me today and being patient, really going deep and understanding the essence of our community. And I'm really excited for our first online event and our second in-person event. See you there.